Hello, I'm Raphael Aaliyah.
I am John Jackson. This is the Man Cave.
And you are listening to our take on the NHL playoffs because we are getting into now the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals. The seeding is set. We have the Penguins taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and we have the San Jose Sharks taking on the St. Louis Blues.
No one seeds. Are you surprised?
Very. I was surprised by San Jose. I was surprised by the Blues. I was surprised by the Penguins.
Yeah. So you're surprised by all of them?
Not by the Tampa Bay, because I wanted the Islanders to get out. And I cannot be more happy that it's not Penguins versus Islanders. The only thing that would have made me more happy was Washington versus Tampa.
Yeah.
But I got to deal with the Penguins, and I hope they get crushed.
I feel like that's the most surprising, though, that Washington didn't make it. I mean, the Penguins have such a great team.
That's absolutely the most. The most.
Like, you could make a case that Dallas didn't deserve to be.
Well, this is like going back to our discussion on the NBA, which if you didn't check out that video, you should
check it out.
But it's the same thing going based on that. We thought that the Spurs would win.
Yeah.
But Oklahoma ended up finishing it in 6 games. We thought Washington would win. Penguins ended up finishing it in 6 games. It didn't even get to 7.
Actually, I want to focus on that for a second. What's more surprising out of the 2 scenarios that you just mentioned?
I definitely think that the Spurs were being upset was more surprising.
I can't agree
But the
more.
argument could be made, honestly, because this was a fantastic Washington Capitals team. And I thought the argument was, what are they going to do when they make the finals, not are they even going to get to the finals.
Yeah, the players on the Capitals have never even been, some of their big-time players never been to conference finals.
The Penguins had a last-minute push to get to this point, and now they ended up beating the Rangers, as we know.
It's amazing.
And then they go on to beat the Capitals, which I'm not sure the Rangers would have been able to do, to be honest. But we can't even guess that anymore.
Yeah.
We're going to make our predictions for that, but first let's touch on, also I wanted to touch on San Jose and the Blues, because the Blues beat the Stars, and I told you I was high on the Stars from the beginning. I thought the Stars had a great team. We have our correspondent Ethan Illers in Missouri next week. Tune in for that, because we're going to get him to call in about the reaction from St. Louis, because he's over there. And we so seldom get to use the fact that he's in Missouri. For something.
Nobody cares about Missouri.
So we so seldom get to use it. We're going to use it next week, so...
Hopefully.
I mean, bar a meteor shower.
Yeah.
So.
And our show, if you follow the times or whatever, it's on Friday the last 2 weeks. We will be going back to Wednesday next week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. We haven't discussed this, so I'm discussing it now.
Yeah, do you have plans for next Wednesday?
I don't think so, but if not, Friday's always our backup plan.
I think we're good for Wednesday. You good for Wednesday?
I hope you're good for Wednesday. Prediction time?
Well, first of all, let me point out that the 2 West Finals games went into Game 7s to get here, so they're going to be tired. They're going to be lugging themselves down the ice, so we should see a great series.
And they both fought to get to Game 7, because you have to fight tooth and nail to get to Game 7.
So let's go off that. Western Conference Finals. Who wins how many games? San Jose Sharks, number 3 seed, versus the St. Louis Blues, the number 2 seed.
I'm not too sure about this one, but I'm going to say Blues in 7. I mean, right away, we see both of these teams made it to Game 7, so they have fought, but they haven't dominated yet. So I do see a Game 7 either way, but I'm going to say the Blues. They just have this momentum that's going through, something that I haven't seen in Missouri in hockey for a very long time. So I definitely say the Blues. But I could be wrong with this, and if I am, I accept that fact, because you just never know. This is a 3 and a 2 seed facing each other.
I like to make my prediction before anyone else does, because I don't like to be influenced. So while you were speaking, I had mine in my head, which was St. Louis Blues in 7 as well. And for pretty much the same reason you said. They have not been dominant, either team. They've been in a tough fight in every series they've been in. San Jose, I forget, they went deep in their first round, and I know St. Louis went into Game 7s twice. So I definitely think this series has all the makings to go down the stretch. St. Louis has the momentum, yada yada yada. Same thing you said.
Yeah,
definitely agree.
It's going to be a great series.
And I think we're going to if they do make it on, and if it turns out to be a good series, I think we're going to be utilizing a lot of our correspondent in Missouri So that's going to be fun. So you want to be with us because we have people.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the East. Penguins, Tampa. Are you saying that the Penguins are going to finally get struck and they're finally going to finish this streak? Or are they just going to take another one and we're just going to keep underestimating them?
They're going to win.
You think so?
And I say it's going to be a more dominating win than the other West Finals. I say in 6. Penguins in 6.
Okay.
Tampa Bay, I just see them, they're good and they make it far. They never seem to finish it. The Penguins have a good team. They've surprised us. And I really look at kind of what I said with the Blues. They have that momentum and everybody's been doubting them. They're not going to beat the Capitals. No, that's not happening. Some people said they're not going to beat the Rangers. That's not happening. They dominated the Rangers. You could even say they dominated the Capitals because nobody expected it.
I'd make the argument.
I say they went in
They
6.
severely outplayed the Capitals. Like even if they didn't, you don't want to call it dominance. They.
I would call it dominance. Yeah, because
I might call it dominance.
I would say dominance
because even the wins that the Capitals had, they had to fight for and they had to bring it to overtime.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, so I get that. I'm trying to place my biases aside.
Yeah, I know, it must be tough. It's definitely hard.
I honestly want to say the Lightning because they crushed the Islanders, but when you're comparing the Islanders to the Capitals, you can't really do that. So I think the Penguins are going to win in 5.
5. Okay, I respect that.
I think they need to finish it off quickly.
That's even more dominant.
If it goes to 6 or 7, I think it's Tampa Bay's series because if Tampa Bay is able to stretch it past that, then yeah, I think they'll be.
Is it just me or does it feel like Tampa Bay doesn't have as much hype as these other
They
two
don't,
teams?
and you know what? That's always good going into something maybe because it's like okay, at least I'm not being the talking point, but it's also like do you have the excitement going in?
Yeah, exactly.
Are your players hyped up? And now you're not even playing a great team. So are they like, yes, let's go beat the Penguins, If it was the Capitals, like, let's go beat the Capitals, if they're a tough team. Do they have the momentum? I'm not sure. But we'll keep an eye on that. So stay with us as we progress in this Stanley Cup playoffs. So for Raphael Leah
and John Jackson, this has been the Man Cave.